Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. As you guys can see, we are zoomed in because we are doing a chit chat. Get ready with me because I'm going to talk to you guys about how this whole collaboration came to be, because I guarantee you it's not what you expected. So you guys want to see what type of looks I create and how I even got my collaboration with Ofra? Well, then definitely keep watching. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and just prep the eyes. I will of course list everything I'm wearing on my face down below, but that's not necessarily what the video is about. I mean, like, obviously you'll see the products, but I really just want to talk to you guys about how this whole like Ofra collaboration came to be, because I guarantee you guys it's not what you expect. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly put some P. Louise base on, and we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So if you guys don't know, in case you guys are new here, back in January, I made a video kind of talking to you guys about how it's been kind of rough here on YouTube. Like, AdSense has been down, and if you guys don't know, AdSense is what pays like us YouTubers. And I am going to be very transparent in this video, just so you guys know. I'm not ashamed of anything, so I'm gonna be very open. I'm gonna go into my shade Evergreen right here. So I made a video about how I really was contemplating just giving up YouTube, because I just felt like a failure, because, you know, my views were down. I was barely making money. I think it was like that month or so, one of the months I had only made, and I'll be very honest, $900 on YouTube. And that may seem like it could be a lot, but I only get paid once a month. I get paid once a month, and I made $900. And that's very stressful, because my half of rent is more than that. So just imagine how stressful that was for me. I was like, how am I going to be able to provide, you know, food for me, let alone our dogs, electricity, cable, internet, car insurance, gas, like living under this roof right now. It was very stressful. So I was very open about how I was struggling. And I just wasn't sure what my future was going to hold. And I think I was going to end up having to leave YouTube. Not because I wanted to, but because I physically did not have a choice, because I needed to go get a job and make some money. Well, you guys were very sweet, very, very supportive, and were just really encouraging me to, you know, help me really encouraging me to go find a part-time job, but to like not give up YouTube. So that is what I did. I went ahead and I created a resume, and I haven't done that in a very, very long time. So I started to get my stuff together. I did go to my old job, and I did ask my old job for my job back, but unfortunately they were pretty much like, we don't really have a place for you right now. So it is what it is. Like, I did try to go back to serving. All right, I got to create a resume. So I started putting out all these applications for all these different type of like beauty cosmetic jobs, like trying to like get into being in the beauty world. I applied to so many brands that I saw on LinkedIn, and I just really wasn't like hearing back. And now, mind you, I had made a resume based upon like what I saw on Canva, like the standard resume. So I was not getting any hits. Nobody, I mean, absolutely nobody was getting back to me in terms of getting a job. And I was like getting kind of stressed, because now we're moving into February, March timeframe, and I'm just like, I desperately need a job. Like, I desperately need a job. So I had reached out to Kareen, who is the head over at Ofra Cosmetics, and I was very much like, I need your help. Now, first, I'm gonna go into the shade Bonfire right here. At first, I was like, hey, by any chance, are you guys hiring? And like, unfortunately, we're really not hiring right now. And for them, they need people to work in person. They don't need someone to do remote. So I said, okay, I totally understand. So instead, I actually had Kareen sit on the phone with me for 2 hours. And I was like, listen, I need your help. Let's talk about a resume. And she said, okay. So she went over every single thing that they look for in terms of like a social media coordinator, a PR manager, social media manager, kind of like what goes into the job and like what the brand looks for. So I literally was on the phone for 2 hours taking notes. Like, okay, this is what we got to do. This is how you create. I was like, this is what we got to do. This is what brands look for when it comes to, you know, hiring someone for this position. Now, I really didn't realize, because I really thought I was like, there's no way that I would qualify for this, because I don't have any of the qualifications. I don't have the experience. And Kareen was very kind. She was like, but wait a minute though, you do, because she's like, you are an influencer. And I said, yeah, but she's like, okay, so like you can mark down as one of your skills that you are a video editor, because you edit your YouTube videos, right? And I said, yeah. I'm gonna go into Hayride right here. That's like, I do edit my own videos. She goes, okay, so perfect. great. You put that down that you are a video editor. She's like, do you understand your YouTube analytics? I said, yeah, of course, I have to. I have to look into my YouTube analytics. She said, okay, then you could put down data analyst. So she's explaining to me like the type of skill sets that I already have doing YouTube, I can put that down on a resume. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't realize that I could literally sit here and put down what I do for YouTube as like skills for a job, like for a resume. I literally had no idea. Like I can do that. I was like, wait, what? Like I can put down time management. I can put down video editing. I can put down organization. I could put down data analyst. I could put down, you know, what I do and then maybe the potential like past collabs I've had or the past times I work for brands. And she said, yes, you can use so much of what you've learned doing YouTube. You can put that on your resume. And I was like, I had no idea that I could do that. Generally had no idea. So she was very sweet. She was on the phone with me for almost 2 hours. I literally had 2 full pages of notes. And I gave her my resume and she looked over my resume and she was like, okay, well, we're going to have to redo your resume because this is not, it wasn't looking good. It was not a good looking resume. She's like, you need to change a lot. So I did. I literally sat there and I changed my entire resume and I did send it to her a little bit later on because I was falling behind. But this is kind of like how I want to do the look, by the way. I just wanted to do something like, I don't know, different that I haven't done before. I'm going to quickly clean this up. We're going to do the other eye. I'm going to come back to finish the story. Okay, so now the eyes are done. We're going to go into the face. I'm going to go in with the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Drops. You guys know I use this every time. So anyway, so they were helping, so Kareem was helping me out with my resume, making sure that it pretty much had all my skills on there so I could actually qualify for some of these jobs. And I thought that was it. I thought it was a really cool conversation. And I was like, thank you so much. And then while we were on the phone, I was like, hey, would there be any chance we can talk about like Paige for a minute? And she's like, sure, what's going on? I said, okay, well, I had this amazing opportunity last year to do Project Influencer. And I remember when we went down there, you guys really did toy with the idea of the following year, you guys doing it with Paige. And she's like, oh my gosh, that's actually so funny because we were actually already talking about that. I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. So I was like, I think Paige would be an amazing, amazing person to do a Project Influencer with. I said, actually, better yet, I said, I think Paige would be really phenomenal to do an actual collaboration with. And she's like, oh, really? I said, yeah, I think Paige would create like a really beautiful, like, pink vibe. I did just go in with my Milk makeup, by the way, for Eclipse. Now I'm going to go in with my, because I've been really enjoying this, the Smashbox Always On foundation. But I was like, yeah, I think she'd make a really good, I'm sure she'd do like pink vibes and make like a really pink, peachy collaboration. And she said, that is so funny. She's like, we've actually already been kind of talking about this. And I said, oh my God, that'd be so cool. She's like, actually, while I have you on the phone, since we're talking about collaborations, have you ever thought about doing a collaboration? And I just was like, no. No, because I generally really haven't. And she's like, well, what if we were to do a collaboration? And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, would you like to do a collaboration with us? And my first response was, what the fuck? Are you serious? Like, wait, what? I called you to do a resume and then to talk about Paige getting a collaboration with her because I really just wanted her to have a moment where she got to experience what it's like to create her own like makeup bundle or stuff like that with Oprah, because I had such an incredible experience the year before. She got to go down there and witness how cool it was, and so I wanted her to have that moment. And she's like, yeah, would that be something that you're interested in? She's like, you would get to have full creative control. You get to create the shades that you want, name the shades, whatever it is that you'd want to create, you'd have full creative control. And I was just so floored and blown away because I was like, what do you mean? Like, this is freaking crazy. I did not believe her. I was like, yeah, right. Like, I really had a hard time believing it. About me doing a collaboration. That was just so far-fetched for me. I was like, no way, this is just not true. And she was like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, she was very much, pretty much trying to convince me that this was a real thing. And I was just like, not happening. But it really did come true, obviously. And it was such a cool experience because, like I said, it was such a cool experience because then afterwards, after we hung up the phone, I did my resume. I sent it to her. And so she said my resume looked good. She said, just make a few adjustments. I'd make a few adjustments on my resume. And then she was like legit, like seriously about saying, okay, well, make sure you send me like your samples of like pink, like make sure you send me the color samples that you want. So I'm creating a color story. And that's kind of how the collaboration came to be because I was so focused on trying to get a job. I was originally trying to get a job working with Ofra and they told me no, only because of the fact that I don't live down in Miami and they need someone who works for them in person. They don't do remote jobs. And then I needed help with my resume. And I figured, why not ask a brand to help me with my resume and like kind of like tell me what I'm missing and like what are they looking for? Because I was nonstop applying to brands to try to work for them on their social media team, even like doing internships. I was trying so hard to do an internship. And so I figured, why not ask a cosmetics brand who'd be able to help me out with this? And lo and behold, 2 hours later, doing like almost like a whole like mock interview process, doing my resume, talking about getting some sort of like collab or project influencer for page. I'm gonna go with my Makeup by Mario serum concealer. I walked away with a collaboration, and I remember texting Corinne and being like, what the fuck just happened? I came to you for a job and help with the resume, and I'm somehow walking away with a collaboration. How did that happen? And it just somehow happened. I don't know, but it was really, really cool. And I am still on that search, by the way, for a job. I know a lot of people have been asking me, like, how's the job search going? It stopped for a while because I got into doing contracted work for a different cosmetics brand, but I'm no longer doing contracted work for them. And I'm still doing video editing for Cody, but that has definitely slowed down. Business has slowed down. That has definitely slowed down. So until I get more work, I am definitely back on the grind of applying to jobs. I definitely can expand my resume now for sure. Because ideally I would like to work for a cosmetics brand. I really would. I mean, if I can't, I can't. But I just think it's so fun to work for like a cosmetic brand because I find it so fascinating. I love seeing the behind the scenes stuff and kind of like how businesses run, see like what goes into it, because it's helping me kind of have like a better understanding. Like the perfect way to explain it is that you guys know that I've always given shit to brands for a lack of customer service. Well, after doing some contracted work for a cosmetics brand and doing some of their customer service stuff, I now have a better understanding as to why things take as long as they do to get responses back, or realize that things are not always in control. Like it was such an eye-opening experience for me that I'm a little bit more understanding when it comes to maybe something went wrong with my order, something didn't go my way. I'm definitely now more understanding and more sympathetic and realize that it's not just all black and white, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of like how I feel like this story was so much longer in my head, and I now realize that I'm doing this Get Ready With Me. It's not as long, but that's how the whole collaboration came to be. It was me asking for a job and help to get a job, and I walked away. I'm gonna go in with my LIS bronzer. I walked away with a collaboration, which was still like such a cool thing. So if you guys did not know, my collection is now live on Ofra's website, and I so realized that I dropped the ball. But they also did like a 20% off of like all my favorites. Now I went on the website this morning to see if it was still like visible, and it was under my like section on the website. It was visible, but this morning it's not visible anymore. But I went ahead and I looked up like the mascara. The mascara that I really, really love is still 20% off. So like all of my favorites are 20% off right now. I think it's for the whole week, but I dropped the ball because I remember when we were talking about doing collaboration, Corinne had actually brought it up to me about doing 20% off of all my favorite products. And I said, oh my gosh, are you serious? That'd be so cool. But then I got so distracted by the launch and making sure everything was perfect that I completely forgot to talk about that. So yeah, if you guys go on to Ofra's website and you look up some of my favorite products, I'll have them all listed down below. They will be 20% off. At least I know that I saw that the mascara is still 20% off. So, and then if you use my code on top of that, it will save you another 20% off. So essentially on my favorites, you guys can save up to 40% off, which I think is actually really cool and really, really sweet that they did that, because I dropped the ball on it. Like for example, this is my absolute favorite sponge. It's from Ofra. It is so good. It's all I use. I probably have 10 of these sponges now because I go through them so quickly. For blush, we're actually going to go into the Sunset Dream palette in the Cotton Candy Skies. These are the cream powder and highlight blushes from Ofra. Mine are so dirty and gross because they are so well loved. So I'm going to kind of mix in between the both to get like my combo that I want. But yeah, it was just a really cool experience walking away on that phone call, trying to get something for Paige and trying to get a job for myself to walk away with a collaboration. That's something that I just never expected, but it's something that I'm still going to like remember for the rest of my life. Because like me and Corinne have talked about that to this day, about how I went into that phone call for a job, and I walked out with a collaboration. I go with my Lunar Beauty. This is the Universal Translucent Setting Powder. I'm gonna use a shade light. I just wasn't expecting people to show up to like the live yesterday, and it was just really cool. I was so nervous, so freaking nervous, because like I said, I only go live on YouTube. I don't go live on any other platform, so it was definitely intimidating. Now I'm gonna go into the Milk and Cookies highlight with Ofra. This is definitely one of my favorite highlights from them. This should be on sale as well. I mean, I know at one point it was yesterday, but I don't know if it still is. I'm assuming, I think it's like I said, for a week. So to finish off the lower lash line, we're gonna go back into the same exact colors. I'm gonna start off with Evergreen right here, move into Bonfire and Hayride, and we're gonna put that underneath. I just feel like we need kind of like a nice little smoky moment. I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara. This is the HD Volumizing Mascara. I know this is on sale because I've seen it on sale. I freaking love this so much. Guys, I really hope you guys like the story about how I got this collaboration. Although I feel like it was a lot longer in my head. Now I feel like it's just so short. I probably could have summed that up in my Q&A. If you guys did not know, yesterday I posted a video where I did a Q&A answering all you guys' questions about a collaboration. And you guys seem to really, really enjoy it. You guys are like liking how the fact that I was just really open and transparent. And I will always be open and transparent with you guys because I have nothing to hide. And these are things like I want to know too. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just had in my head this is a lot longer story. Okay, so two things working against me right now. One, the freaking law people are here. They're not supposed to be here. And they're here and they have not left this freaking building for so long. But two, my camera stand is breaking. So my camera just keeps falling down. It's frustrating. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this video because I don't know how much longer this is gonna stay up. But I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go into the shade White Pumpkin so I can put that in my inner corner. I don't think I'm gonna use it as a brow bone highlight today. I think I'm just gonna do my inner corner. But I literally started to press record and not kidding, my camera went do-do-do-do-do-do, and I was like, you have got to be kidding. But the stand is breaking. And I meant to show my husband, but he's at school right now. So there's really, really nothing I can do except pray that this doesn't continue to fall. Then it means I have to buy a new stand because obviously this stand is so old. I've had this stand since I had this camera. And I've had this camera since 2018? 2018? Yeah, 2018. So it's pretty old. It's pretty old. Also, I have not done a matte eye look in so long, and I kind of like it. So to finish off the look, we're going to go into my lip combo that I'm so obsessed with. And I had people asking me, I'm going to go into the Glamlite Hershey Kisses. This is the milk chocolate. This is Cookies Cream. I had people ask me how come I didn't do a lip liner. And I brought it up to Ofra yesterday during our live, and they said that they've never done a lip liner with like a kit before. So it says something they might be thinking of doing. We're gonna go into the Kaya Liquid Lip because I definitely would want to create a lip liner that would complement this lip, that complement my lip beautifully. And I probably would name it Jace. I probably would like name it after one of my cats, possibly Jace, since Jace is the one that passed away. I probably want to have like Jace named after something, and I'd want to eventually have something for Callie, who is still kicking strong. She's 14 years old, and she is still hanging on strongly. I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon. Right, then we're gonna go into Collab. And this is the final look. What do you guys think? I actually think this is so freaking pretty. I didn't even think about this ahead of time. I was like, I just went to like a matte look with something with my palette. And I was like, why not do like the Evergreen with Bonfire and Hayride? Because I think these colors complement each other beautifully. And I wasn't wrong. I think this is really freaking pretty. I love it. She might move. So if she comes falling down a little bit, well, you guys know why. But this is the final look right here. I'm sorry if this wasn't as fun of a get ready with me like I thought it was going to be. I thought my story was going to be more exciting until I told it. And I was like, oh, maybe I built it up in my head. But I just thought it was so cool that like I went into asking them for a job and then to help me with their resume. Then to talking about getting a, collab or influencer pan project for Paige because I really want her to have one because she deserves it. To me, walking away from that phone call with a collaboration, because that is something that I never thought was going to happen. It's something that we weren't even talking about. We never even played with the idea. Even last year when I did my influencer plan project, we never played with the idea of potentially doing collaboration together. It's never come up anytime I talked to them. Never. So like it was just a complete surprise, completely took me off guard. I remember distinctly I said, what the fuck, are you serious? Because I was just not expecting that. But it was still like the coolest thing. It was definitely the right brand to do my first collaboration with. And you know what? It very well could be my only collaboration I do for the rest of my life. I don't know, but it was just truly the most incredible experience. And I just want to thank everybody who's been so sweet and so supportive, who has liked every single one of my videos and watched my videos and commented and may have purchased anything from my launch. Like, you guys are truly so incredible. And yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for seriously like all the kindness you guys have given me. It has not gone unnoticed. And yeah, so the Allie Dawson x Ofer collaboration is officially live right now. I believe all the other products that are my favorite are on sale for 20% off. I'll have everything linked down below. I really hope you guys like this look, and if you guys do get my products and you guys recreate this or any of my looks, please let me know. I'd love to see them. But yeah, that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. That's my phone. I'm so sorry. But I love you guys, and I'll see you in my very next video.